Last night, Darren Ford provided the added spark the Giants needed as his speed proved too much for the Pirates in Game 1 of the series. Tonight, Madison Bumgarner tries to pitch the Giants to 2 straight wins over Pittsburgh in Game 2 of the series. Next. Wednesday night baseball here at PNC Park. We're in Pittsburgh as we get ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series, Pirates and Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Very exciting win for the Giants last night, and they come out with a win. Well, tonight, they're going to send the kid to the mound, and the kid is Madison Bumgarner, and he needs a good start.
Well, he does need a good start, but he also needs a few breaks. You look at his numbers, 0-3, and his ERA in the 7, you start to think it's really ugly. Well, it's not that ugly. He's just that close to getting it all together. And tonight, Dave Righetti, his pitching coach, hopes that this is the one start that gets him going. His opponent tonight, James McDonald, he's 0-2. His ERA's in the 10, so something's got to give.
All right, it should be fun tonight here in Pittsburgh. The Giants go for 2 in a row. All right, when we come back, we will have the lineups and the very first pitch right after these messages.
Brought to you by AT&T and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
We've got baseball here in Pittsburgh tonight as we get ready for Game 2 of this series. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open for spring break April 16th to May 1st. 68 degrees, winds out of the south, very light winds, 70% humidity, and there are storms in the area. Aaron Rowan stands in facing James McDonald as we are just about ready for the first pitch of this ball game. And McDonald deals. And it's a called strike. So we get underway at 7:05. And Rowan takes a pitch just off the plate, called by home plate umpire D.J. Rayburn. Rowan last night, 2 for 4. Breaking ball is high. He's 1 for 3 lifetime against James McDonald, and the one hit a double. Rowan had a very good game last night. And he pops this one right near second base for Wood, and that's how this game gets started. The rest of the Giants lineup looks like this. It's the same lineup as last night. You just saw Rowan. Now it's Freddie Sanchez, followed by Huff, then Posey, the cleanup hitter, Sandoval fifth, then Burrell, Ross, Tejada, and Bumgarner. Sandoval, big numbers on the road this season. Here's Freddie Sanchez. And Sanchez pops this one foul, and that should reach the seats. Sanchez 2 for 5 last night. Picked up one of the greatest RBIs I've ever seen. A broken back ground ball to second, and a runner scored from third on a throw to first.
On the hill tonight for the Pirates will be James McDonald, a 26-year-old right-hander in his second year at the big league level, 6'4", 200-pounder. He's got a high three-quarter release. Fastball will go low to mid-90s. Big 12-6 breaking ball like you just saw, and he'll throw a changeup. At times that curveball gives him problems trying to get it over the plate. It's that big. But it's an excellent strikeout pitch to righties and lefties.
1-2 to Sanchez. Sanchez fights it off. The former, very popular here in Pittsburgh. Aubrey Huff to follow, just underway. Got him with a breaking ball, 2 outs.
The defense playing behind James McDonald tonight for the Pittsburgh Pirates will look like this. Starting in the outfield, it'll be Tabata, McCutchen, and Diaz. That's your outfield. Wood and Alvarez on the left side of the infield. Walker and Pierce on the right side. And Chris Snyder will be in the squad putting down the signs.
Here's Aubrey Huff. Huff looks at a strike. Huff went 0 for 3 last night. His average at 217. He did pick up an RBI and a sacrifice fly. Runs were hard to come by last night, so the RBI by Huff was an important one. That man had a lot to do with the Giants winning last night. Here's the 0-2 to Huff, and he lines it into right field, and that's going to be a base hit as it falls in front of Diaz, and Aubrey Huff with a solid single.
How about that? He shaved all his hair off today, said that's it, I'm going back to my GI look. First at bat, gets a knock. All he had to do was get a haircut. He'll start falling in.
He was 3 games away from breaking out the rally thong.
That could still happen.
Here's Buster Posey. 0 for 2 last night, a sacrifice fly. And he takes one wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Giants come in at 500. Pirates are 10-13. Low and away to Buster Posey. So first time we've seen James McDonald in the stretch.
Beautiful backdrop here at PNC Park. And they are taking away the gaps on Buster Posey. They're giving him the lines on both sides of the field.
Pierce moves over, but this is going to be a souvenir. A couple of Giants fans converging, and then they blew it. Unbelievable.
It's rare. They usually make the play. I talked to those guys after the game.
All right, I guess one Giants fan did come up with it, but not the 2 guys that initially went after it. You might get a foul ball tonight. Two balls and a strike to Buster Posey. Penguins are playing Tampa tonight. They're going to drop the puck in a little less than an hour as Posey takes a strike. It's 2-2. So much, if not all, the attention sports-wise here in Pittsburgh is in that direction. That's a game 7. So the 2-2 pitch. Posey lines it into center field, and it's caught by Wood before it hits the grass to end the inning. Bumgarner coming out, 0-0. For the Pirates to come up. And the lineup will look like this. It'll be McCutchen to lead it off. Then it's Tabata, the left fielder. Check out his numbers against lefties this year. And 429 is not too shabby. Then it's Diaz Walker, followed by Pierce Snyder. Alvarez, the kid, will hit 7th. Wood 8th. McDonald 9th.
Madison Bumgarner on the hill tonight for the Giants. The 6'5", 235-pound left-hander, just 21 years of age. He's in his second year at the big league level. And so far, 0-3 with a 7.79 ERA. When he's right, he'll give you a fastball that'll go 92 to 96 miles per hour with cut. He's got a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. A low 3/4 release, very deceptive delivery. Not an easy pickup.
McCutchen takes the first pitch high. 0 for 5 last night for the Pirates leadoff hitter. And coming into the strike zone is Bumgarner, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Tabata to follow. And there's a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Important to establish your pitches that first time through. And really a lot of it has to do with that first hitter. You want to get a feel of all your breaking balls, your changeup.
No swing. Actually looked like a pretty good pitch. It's 2-2.
DJ Rayburn is a low ball umpire, and it's a small zone. You're not going to get many pitches called strikes. And if you were to say, is he a hitter-friendly or a pitcher-friendly umpire, you'd say he's a hitter-friendly umpire.
Got him. Good fastball at 93.
Let's check out the defense behind Madison Bumgarner tonight. The Giants are going to have, starting in your outfield, it'll be Burrell, Rowand, and Ross. Tejada, Sandoval on the left side of the infield, Sanchez and Huff on the right side. Buster Posey, well, he'll be in the squat, putting down the signs. Madison Bumgarner on the bump.
Here's Tabata, the speedy left fielder for the Pirates, and he takes a strike. He's also got a little bit of pop. He's got 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. Came into the game late last night and went 0 for 2. But I think more than anything, we're watching Madison Bumgarner to get into a good groove. Trust your catcher and just get into a good groove. Tejada has got it on one hop. 2 outs. Here's Diaz. Diaz hitting .244 with 4 RBIs, and he shoots this one foul.
He was up there looking for one thing and one thing only.
Is that the heater?
Yep. Looking for a fastball, got it. Trying to bushwhack him on a first pitch, get it in fastball.
Bell tie strike, it's 0-2.
Never understood guys up there the first time through swinging at first pitch against a guy that they don't really know much about. And this is Diaz's first at bat against Madison Bumgarner.
Hitters.
Can you do it?
Well, I mean, you should save your bushwhack when you got a couple guys on later in the game, third at bat.
2 strikeouts for Bumgarner. Bad strategy. Second inning coming up.
Take a pitch. They get their eye black on.
Pablo Sandoval is going to lead things off.
Gamer Babes from Pittsburgh.
Get out of the dorm.
Yeah.
Come on.
Get out of the dorm, strap your eye black on, throw on a t-shirt, get out to the yard.
Yeah, got some ballpark food, make you feel good. Watch Pablo Sandoval pop out to short. 1 out. McDonald's true stories in this date in Giants history. April 27, 1973. Everybody remembers this. Jim Barr pitched a shutout against Bob Gibson and the Giants and the Cardinals, by the way, at Busch Stadium. Barr gave up 2 hits, a walk. He struck out 2. And the Giants, behind Jim Barr, beat the Cardinals 5-0.
Old Roomy. He can pitch.
And a line drive to left field. That'll be a base hit for Pat Burrell. So Burrell is aboard. That's the very first time he's ever faced McDonald.
And he jumped on the first pitch. Something we haven't seen him do in a month. Fastball, middle in, down around the knees. Boom. Fastball for McDonald, as we said, will go 92, 96 miles per hour. It's pretty straight. He has to have good corner command to be effective with that fastball.
Here's Cody Ross. He's 3 for 19 on the season. in the dirt. Burrow doesn't move. Last night, Cody Ross 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. He's still in basic at the end of spring training mode. Ross is 1 for 3 lifetime. The most at bats of anybody against McDonald lifetime is Pablo Sandoval. And those are 7 at bats, now 8.
Well, McDonald's basically a 3-pitch guy. And, we talk about the big 12-6 curveball I have. I mean, it's a tough one to hit. If he gets a feel of it, gets it over the plate, he's going to run some strikeouts out. But it's a temperamental pitch. And I think at best he could get that thing over 5 out of 10 times. It's more effective when he has a 2-strike count on you and tries to bounce it. So if he's not getting that thing over, you don't even concern yourself with it. You're looking for that straight fastball. You either guess middle in, middle away. Because as of right now, he hasn't shown him the changeup at all. It's something he'll usually throw it. If he does, it's early in the count. It's not late.
Tejada's going to hit with runners at first and second.
Well, continue your Cinco de Mayo celebration at AT&T Park on Friday, May 6th with this special event ticket offer. Package includes a pregame fiesta in Seals Plaza and a Gigantes-themed poncho, only available with this special offer. So if you want tickets, you call 415-972-2298 or you go to sfgiants.com/special events.
Tejada at 195. That's his average. Chops this ball to third. Charging is Alvarez, and he will throw out Tejada. Both runners advance, and Madison Bumgarner's got a shot to help himself.
Well, he's a good hitter, and he likes fastballs.
So Tejada hitless so far in the first 2 games in this series. Bumgarner on the year is 2 for 7. He does not have an RBI. And he fouls it back. He had a good rip, and it's 0-1. High. It was the swing by Bumgarner. Take a look at this.
Up there looking for a fastball. Got a little bit of a high leg hitch, but I mean, that's good balance in that swing. You watch his batting practice, and he takes BP like he's a regular.
That'll be out of play. No wrinkles yet to Bumgarner. He might see one here, however. Out of play, another heater.
If he's throwing fastballs across the letters, he's doing Bumgarner a favor. And the wrinkle you're talking about, that big 12-6 hook, I mean, this is the count that it's good in. 0-2, 1-2. Just trying to bounce it on home plate. Like that.
He took it.
It's a high 3/4 release, gives you that type of a break at 12-6.
On the ground to Wood, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, a walk, 2 left. It'll be Neil Walker to lead things off.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Lowe's. It's opening day for your lawn, so visit your local Lowe's for savings and a free MLB fan guide compliments of Scott's.
Walker, Pierce, and Snyder against Madison Bumgarner here in inning number 2, bottom of inning number 2, and a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Walker leads this team with 13 RBIs. A second baseman hitting cleanup.
You like that, don't you?
He reminds me of Jeff Kent.
Yeah, sure does.
You can make sure
that makes you, a former second baseman, proud.
Off the glove of Bumgarner, who will throw off balance, not in time.
That's fine there if you can.
Check out our United Airlines leaders of the game. Least home runs allowed this season in the National League. The Phillies, the lowest, followed by the Giants and the Nationals with 13. Here's Pierce. Bumgarner's got to be disappointed he did not grab that ball.
Now they're still trying to figure out how to decide what to rule that, and I think they're going to call it a hit.
I don't think it's a hit.
You know, I think for a first hit, it should be a clean hit. I don't think this is a hit either, but it has been ruled a hit.
It's not a hit. One and 0 to Steve Pierce, who's 5 for 21 on the season. There's a strike on the inside corner. Tejada, Sanchez at double play depth. Just off the plate, not by a lot. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Good velocity on that fastball. He's not missing by much. Not a lot of room out there in that outside corner with DJ Rayburn. I mean, he's a guy that can be tight with the strike zone. He likes the low ball.
Chris Snyder, the former Diamondback, on deck. No score here in the bottom of the second. Hit out to right center field and hit well. Cody Ross puts his head down and just chases, and it bounces over the wall, I believe. Or maybe not. Nevertheless, holding up at third was Walker. That's a double.
Pretty impressive swing of the bat from Steve Pierce, going with the outside location. Stays inside it beautifully, backspins it right through the gap. You watch Cody Ross take after this, and he just lowered his head and headed to the wall. That ball was crushed. Giants catch a break with a nice relay, and everybody holds their position. Now, Madison Bumgarner is going to go in the stretch here. He has his option to go in the windup if he prefers it.
Snyder is 9 for 27 on the season. Fastball, and it's 0-1. Another thing you have to worry about is with the weather the way it is around Pittsburgh, they're expecting some rain to come in. So you almost have to play this a little differently.
Yeah, early runs are important in this game with that threat of rain. You're absolutely right.
Rowan's coming in, still coming in. Rowan can't get it. And he will throw to second, and a run scores, and it's 1-0. What did Bruce Bochy say about Bumgarner?
Not getting a lot of breaks right now. A comebacker to start the inning off. You don't make the play. A runner at first, a great at bat, puts the runners at second and third. And here, it's kind of a doink. Drops in front of Aaron. The one good thing, though, is that Steve Pierce had to freeze at second, so they had the force in order.
Remember, it's the 1 inning that has killed Bumgarner, so this is important here in the second. Good pitch to Alvarez.
If you're Steve Pierce, the runner at second, I mean, you have to hold your position. You're watching Aaron Rowan, and Aaron Rowan does a great job to deep Pierce. And in the end, he could not advance 90 feet. So
it's huge.
Nice play by Aaron Rowan.
Inside corner, 0-2.
Nice two-pitch sequence. Outside strike one, inside strike two, both are fastballs.
I just don't want to.
And Alvarez is either not picking up the fastball or he's sitting on a breaking ball.
Got him.
1, 2, 3, see ya. And that's a big strikeout.
Here's Wood. Wood went 0 for 2 last night. First pitch wide, 1 ball and no strikes. The pitcher, James McDonald, is on deck. Pirates jump out in front, 1-0 here in the second inning. Pulled foul. Right behind third base coach Nick Leyva.
Ball babes here in Pittsburgh, making friends. That's their job. That's a good job to have right there.
Bumgarner spins around. Pierce at second, Snyder at first. 1-2.
Brandon Wood stepping out, trying to think about this. He just had a fastball thrown right through him. Had his jump shot blocked. After Buster Posey, you call another fastball upstairs?
Wide, 2-2. Rolling a couple of steps towards right center field. Game 2 of a 10-game road trip. Look to second by Bumgarner, and the pitch, swinging a foul.
Got Posey right in the teeth.
Check the mask, make sure everybody's in order.
Take your breath away. Watch the foul ball. Got a little bit of the glove, but not much. Okay, you catching this league long enough. You prove one thing to the world. You can take a punch.
Bumgarner going the distance now to Brandon Wood. Foul back. Wood had a pretty good pitch to hit, and he will see another one.
Well, Wood's got some power. I mean, he's dangerous. And you proved that A-ball in the Cal League when he hit 43 home runs one year. Think he had fun that year?
He did. Circle the bases, mighty proud. A bunch of times. 3-2. Hit out to Cody Ross. Ross will put it away. 2 outs, and the pitcher will come up.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit FINS.com.
Here's James McDonald. McDonald has one hit on the season. And a strike. Getting no balls and one strike.
Tell you what, you give it 3 base hits in a row, and you can limit the damage to 1 run. You got to feel pretty good. He's got a chance to do that.
Two balls and a strike. Burl fairly shallow in left. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Kind of a stunned look on McDonald's face, wondering how he swung through that
He's
fastball.
sneaky fast tonight. Although 93-94, there should be anything sneaky about that. That'll end the inning. Bumgarner does what he needed to do. He only allows the 1 run. 3rd inning coming up, 1-0 Pirates.
Of the 3rd inning, time now for our Ford right choice. That's right, Darren Ford will be our Ford right choice. Last night, 2-2 ball game on a ground ball back to Neil Walker, the second baseman. The break from Ford, who challenges Lyle Overday. He beats the throw, and the Giants would take the lead 3-2, and that would be your final. And that's our Ford right choice. An exciting moment.
I thought Freddie Sanchez had to get out of the way.
I think that was a wise decision.
Rowan popped out to lead off the ball game. He will take a pitch inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Rowan, Sanchez, Huff here in the 3rd.
That'll be better later in the game too when they're.
And that off-speed pitch is up high, 2-0. 1 strikeout and 1 walk for James McDonald. Rowan a big rip. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. That's the kind of swing you like to see, 2-0.
Yeah, absolutely. A guy with power like Rowan. You want to get him unhinged in a count. He's looking for a fastball. Again, McDonald's fastball has got good velocity, but it's pretty straight.
Very high. It's 3-1. Giants will take a walk right here. And a bit high. Here's our Farmers Insurance report card. It's about Freddie Sanchez with the Giants and the Pirates. And all right, this is Freddie Sanchez versus the Pirates with the Giants. June 4th, 3 for 4 double, 2 for 5. I guess the point is he has done well against his former team. 9 for 18, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. Our Farmers Insurance report card. So a walk to Rowan.
Well, you know he likes to hit in this ballpark. You want a batting crown in this ballpark. Sees the ball well, confident. And this is a good place to hit. No question about it.
A lot of doubles down the line in the alleys. The only area you're going to have hits taken away from you is if you hit some line drives to right field. Moving over is Diaz, 1 out. And here's Aubrey Huff.
First baseman, Aubrey Huff.
Huff single in the first.
So far, all we've seen from McDonald is a fastball and a curveball. He's got a changeup, but he hadn't thrown it yet.
Down the left field line, Alvarez over by the seats, and he makes the catch. Leaning in, he did a nice job of balancing himself on that tarp. And Huff out.
It's a guy that knows his surroundings, finds the tarp, braces it with his right arm, and falls right over the railing there. This is a nice play. Locate, brace, high backhander. Beautiful. And Aubrey Huff wants to take a bite out of that bat.
Here's Posey lined out to short. Sandoval would hit if Posey extends the inning. Rowan at first with 2 outs.
I don't think Posey was too enthusiastic about that last call. Thought it was wide.
Two balls and 1 strike.
If you're taking your bat against McDonald, you're looking for one thing. You're looking for fastball.
Posey trying to get Sandoval to the plate here in the third. 3-1.
And he's been real predictable with the fastball when he's got behind the count. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Sit fastball.
3-2.
It was a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Good location on that 3-1 count.
Rowan now will take off if Posey should hit one in the gap. Taking off early with a 3-2 count would benefit Aaron Rowan. Rowan goes. lifted out to right field. Diaz puts it away, and that ends the inning. Leadoff walk, nothing to show for it. It remains 1-0 Pirates. Birthday, and you can come out and celebrate as we honor the Say Hey Kid. The first 20,000 fans, they're going to receive a Giants Willie Mays statue replica courtesy of Bank of America, and you can do this by going to sfgiants.com. Come on out to the yard as Andrew McCutcheon's going to lead things off. McCutcheon struck out in the first inning. Tabata to follow, down low. A run for the Pirates in the second. Aubrey Huff will give chase, but that's going to sail into the seats. He made a great play in the very first inning.
Well, that's with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Really took a run off the board by making this play. It closed out the innings. But he can do that. And his range in the outfield, I think, is as good as anybody's in the game. Exceptional athlete. Lots of tools.
Softly hit. Sanchez on the backhand. 1 out.
You like that play as a second baseman.
Well, you know you're going to catch it. That's the thing. So you can kind of time it to make it look a little better. I'm not saying Sanchez did that, but I would have.
So that one you time and kind of go into a bellow roll dive.
I'd have laid there on the ground like I was hurt.
Well,
come up limping, maybe knock the breath out of me.
Standing ovation.
Tabata's not digging that call as he does a 360.
Yeah, you do a 360. It usually tells the umpire you're not in agreement with this call.
Better be careful.
The only thing worse than that is snow angels in the batter's box.
I think he's going to do another one.
That is not the face of enthusiasm right there.
Rayburn, Hallion, Cuzzy, Porter, first to third. DJ Rayburn behind the dish. Rolled foul.
Now, if you're a catcher and you call a curveball in an 0-2 count, you want that curveball to miss below the strike zone. And you saw it, Bumgarner miss high. And usually when a guy does that, he's looking at the curveball. He's watching the ball after he throws it. Really concentrate on keeping your eyes locked on the target, even after you throw the ball.
Got him.
Good, hard slider.
Wow. 5 strikeouts for Bumgarner.
That's a rough at bat right there.
Here's Matt Diaz, who struck out in the second. Pitch-wise, 46. That's not too bad.
Well, you want to average 15 an inning.
Sandoval to his left. Sandoval will make the play. I'm out of here. Dave Fleming will be in. I'll head over to the KNBR side. It's 1-0 Pirates.
Head to the top of the fourth inning. Joining us now, Dave Fleming. Welcome, big boy.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for having me over again.
About time you showed up.
Yeah, well, the Giants' offense trying to get it going, but I think some real encouraging stuff from Madison Bumgarner so far.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball well tonight. He's got good velocity. He's got good location.
Kind of in some ways, the top storyline coming into this game. See if Bumgarner could have a solid start here. But the Giants' offense needs to get it moving. Pablo pops it up for the second time in this game.
Well, that's the first changeup we've seen McDonald throw, and that was a pretty good one. As Pablo heads back to the Giants dugout, what do you say we ask our trivia question brought to you by AT&T? The question tonight, what Giants Hall of Famer made his Major League debut on this date in 1926?
I know the answer.
Yes, you do.
It's a great day in Giants history.
It was a pinch hit roll.
Pat Burrell takes a strike.
He struck out.
Well, there is a little excuse for that. We might talk about it when we give the answer. Quick 0-2 to Pat Burrell. James McDonald's got a nice rhythm going all of a sudden. And a curve. Burrell, did he hold up? He did. Burrell jumped on the first pitch that he saw in his first at bat and lined a base hit to left. One of 2 Giants hits so far. Pops that one up. We'll see if it's playable for Pierce right in front of the dugout, and he can't reach it.
He missed it by about a length of a glove. And you know you're not going to get any help from anybody in that dugout, and that was close. So Pat Burrell lives to see another day, whereas Aubrey Huff, he had a big league hang with him on the pop-up he hit.
That was a heck of an effort by Pedro Alvarez.
Yeah, it was. Nice play.
1-2. Over Burrell's head. A curveball got away from McDonald. Five home runs on the year already for Burrell. That one fouled back in our direction, but I'm not sure if foul ball can get up to us.
No. No chance. Guy would have to be throwing 200 miles an hour for the ball to get fouled up here. Up here.
Way up here. Just missing.
Ooh, another good changeup. So he's starting to break that pitch out. Whereas we didn't see it the first 3 innings. Now this has become another pitch for him all of a sudden, and it's a good one.
Yeah, that's bad news for Giants hitters who are already struggling against James McDonald. Burrell takes a walk.
Great at bat.
Well, we want to let you know you can get an exclusive sneak peek of Comcast Sportsnet's new Giants spot only at facebook.com/CSN Bay Area. So check out the new spot before it hits the air. A little exclusive look. Facebook.com/CSN Bay Area. Here's Cody Ross, who took his first walk of the year back in the second inning. Foul ball for a strike.
His first at bat, we were talking about how this is still spring training for Cody Ross. And, you know, you want to try and be patient because you know that there's a method that you have to kind of go through in order to establish your strike zone. And then you have to have discipline to be able to stay in that strike zone. And all that takes a certain number of at-bats. But it is so difficult to be mentally patient as you put together that strike zone.
The 0-1 dropped in nicely.
That's a good curveball. I mean, and the 12-6 break is acute. He starts to locate that thing in the strike zone. That changes everything. I mean, I think from a stuff standpoint, this is the best inning he's had.
Cody Ross in an 0-2 hole. It's a one-hopper. Wood handles it nicely, and the Pirates turn a double play. Beautifully done there by the Pittsburgh defense. 1-0 Pirates lead.
Copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
All right, time to ask and answer our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. The question tonight, what Giants Hall of Famer made his Major League debut on this date in 1926? Our survey said, well, it was Mel Ott. Pinch hit, struck out, but the Giants beat the Phillies 9-8. But there's more to the story.
Mel Ott, 17 years old when he made his major league debut back in 1926 on this date. Amazing. John McGraw, the famous Giants manager, as this one is pulled foul by Neil Walker for a strike. Just underway, bottom of the fourth, with the Pirates leading 1-0. John McGraw heard about this 17-year-old from down in New Orleans. Mel Ott brought him up to New York to the Polo Grounds for a tryout and loved him so much he signed him and put him immediately on the major league roster. Walker pops it up. Posey does not have a play. So it really is an amazing story. Mel Ott, who went on to a Hall of Fame career, finished his career as the all-time National League home run leader, and it took until Willie Mays passed it for Mel Ott to be supplanted atop that list. But for 2 years, really, John McGraw just sort of stashed him on the bench as a teenager. He was still very, very young when he started to play every day. One of the all-time greats.
Well, you figure most 17-year-olds are playing twice a week in high school, right? So now you're playing twice a week, you're in the big leagues.
The role suited him.
How things have changed.
2-2 is bounced to the right side. Sanchez has it. The jump up, and his throw is too late. He bounced the throw, and he couldn't get it there in time.
You know, Neil Walker runs well, and he did not have much backswing, and he got unwound quickly and had a good jump to first base. The very fact that Freddie Sanchez got to the ball was impressive. And he got quickly to his feet, but he just could not get off enough throw to get the speedy Walker. But I'm going to give him an A for effort.
That's the second infield hit already tonight for Neil Walker. First time he got one off of the glove of Bumgarner. He came around to score the only run so far.
That should not have been a hit. Should have been an error.
Yeah. Now Stephen Pierce, strike one swinging.
Stephen Pierce really has had the best at bat of the night against Madison Bumgarner. He took a fastball and drove it through the right center field gap.
I would say it's the only at bat where a Pirate has really made hard contact against him so far. Strike one pitch is fouled. So Bumgarner gets ahead of the count. He fell behind Stephen Pierce in the second inning. Pierce hit the double against him. Bumgarner looking at that left hand like something was going on there. Almost winced a little bit. Apparently he's okay. You have to pay attention to Walker. He will take off from time to time. Pierce hits a hard ground ball base hit on an 0-2 pitch.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by your local Bay Area Porsche dealer at bayarea.porschedealer.com. Porsche. Now, the good news is he's getting ground balls. The bad news is they're finding holes.
The Pirates have a chance here once again to build a big inning against Bumgarner. They couldn't do it in the second. They got only the one run against him. Former Diamondbacks catcher Chris Snyder takes ball one. Snyder knocked in the only run of the game with a little dunked single into center field. Having a good year so far.
He's one of those guys that definitely is dangerous. He's got pop in his bat.
Strike one on a fastball. Hey, here's where Bumgarner would love to get another ground ball. You were talking about the ground balls that have found holes in this inning. Snyder, the catcher, does not run well, so he'd have a real good chance to turn a double play. Inside, ball two.
Good velocity on that fastball. They set up in the outside corner. That thing cut all the way across. You saw where Buster Posey had to reach inside to snag it. And that's the natural movement on this fastball. It will cut. And it's just a slight movement that'll bore in on a right-hander.
2 on, nobody out. Snyder hits that ground ball. Tough hop, and Sandoval can only make the play to first after that bobble. Pirates got a break.
Ball kind of came up on Sandoval. Kind of caught it between hops. It comes up to his waist. And he manages to get the 1 out at first. Once you don't field it cleanly, all of a sudden your priority has to go to the 1 bag, and you knew that Snyder does not run well. So that means now this sets up a strikeout situation here with Alvarez at the plate.
A strikeout kind of hitter who went down swinging in the 2nd inning. And Bumgarner gets the lefty on lefty matchup. The pitch hit foul. The Pirates think Pedro Alvarez has a chance to be a great slugger for this team, but I think even if he realizes his full potential, he's always going to be a guy who will pile up some strikeout numbers.
Now, his first 2 years, I mean, he put up impressive numbers.
Swings and misses there.
And that's the spot, right above the hands, middle in. Just pound that location. And that was at 94, right through the inside corner. It's not a strike, and his best defense against that pitch is to take it.
I think he struck him out with the slider back in the 2nd. He lays off it this time.
Good 0-2 slider. .62 pitches on the night here.
Trying to work his way through trouble in the 4th. Giants trail 1-0. Alvarez lays off the slider again. Can you go back in with that fastball?
I bet you can. If you throw it inside, you hit him, big deal. You got an open base. So you should have no fear going in there. He doesn't care about hitting the guy anyway. Bumgarner's got a mean streak in him. It's a healthy one.
The pitch. Strikes him out swinging. 94 miles an hour.
Now it's decision time for Bruce Bochy. With a pitcher on deck, do you walk Wood or do you let Bumgarner have at him?
Well, looks like they're going to walk him. So assuming the Giants execute the intentional walk here, the bases will be loaded with 2 outs for the pitcher, James McDonald. There's ball 2. You wonder, Bruce Bochy, the Giants got burned. I'm trying to think of the specific game early in the year. I think Jonathan Sanchez was the pitcher, where they went after an 8th place hitter in a spot sort of like this, gave up a hit and a run. And since then, we've had a few of these situations, and Giant skipper seems inclined to just issue the walk and go after the pitcher.
Well, I think that's the only play, really. Brandon Wood may strike out a lot. I know he's hitting $167, but he's also got great power. And when your team has been struggling to score runs, as the Giants have been the last week, you can't afford to go down 3 or 4 runs on the road early.
Yeah, it's a good point. Now the only thing is Bumgarner's got no margin for error. So you got to get McDonald here. And he misses high, ball 1. So he's got to be able to throw strikes, know where to put James McDonald. McDonald struck out in the 2nd. Ball 2. And that one wasn't real close.
Well, the first 2 weren't close. Definitely create a little ball of anxiety in the throat of Dave Rigetti, the Giants pitching coach, and the stomach of Bruce Bochy.
He does not look comfortable. 2-0. And there's strike 1.
McDonald taking all the way. They might put another take sign on him too. as overmatched as he was in his first at bat against Bumgarner.
Strike two.
And indeed, the take sign was on.
Well, that's a nice job by the kid after two bad misses on the first two pitches to find the strike zone in a hurry. Now it's 2-2. Misses, ball three. Well, here we go. Big moment, still pretty early in this game right here.
Soft at times, your night can be defined in one pitch. And right now, we're about to see that pitch.
The pitcher at the plate, bases loaded, 2 down. Pirates already leading by a run. 3-2. Is strike three called, and he gets out of the jam. Nicely done.
Had him all the way. Dishing it with DeRosa. Amy finds out what advice DeRosa gave Brandon Bell before he was sent down, and he unveils which former Giants bowling ball and shoes live in his trunk. Catch Dishing It with DeRosa with Amy G all season long on csnbayarea.com.
Now that is quite a tease. Bowling ball. From the windup, James McDonald against Miguel Tejada. Leading off in the fifth, Giants still without a run against McDonald, who came into this start struggling big time. There is a fastball that misses. Tejada gets ahead of the count 2-0. Well, Andy Baggerly, who does a great job covering the Giants. I don't know if you guys talked about this already, but in regards to Mark DeRosa, reported before the game tonight that the Giants tomorrow will put DeRosa on the disabled list with inflammation in that left wrist, which has been such a problem for 2 years. You can see it taped up there. And Emmanuel Burris will be coming up from AAA.
Well, he says it's good news. They drove into Cleveland today, he and Dave Gresham, the Giants head trainer, to get it looked at. And going in, I mean, he was pretty quiet, thinking that this could be bad. They got pretty good news.
Ball four to Tejada. He draws a leadoff walk.
And the good news is in about 5 days it should be good to go. But they need bodies, so he got put on the disabled list. I asked him if this was September, would he be on the disabled list? And they said no, probably would play through it. But they want to be in a situation where they kind of err on the side of caution with him because of what has happened the last year.
Yeah, it's been almost a lost 2 years now for a guy who not only has had a long career, but was having great success before that injury. Here's Bumgarner, and he puts a bunt down very nicely. Pierce charging down hard will tag out the Giants pitcher, but sacrifice executed. Miguel Tejada into scoring position.
I always thought it was beneficial to a rally when you can get that bunt down on the first pitch, just to keep the flow going.
Little momentum in the inning for the Giants. Tejada's the tying run at second base. Now the question is, can the Giants get their first hit with a runner in scoring position all series?
Well,
for 13.
They are due.
Yes, they are.
They kind of feel like, you know, they're about ready to break out. This has been going on 4 of the last 5 games. They've really struggled with the bats.
They need to break out. Rowan, and a first pitch breaking ball drops in nicely.
That's a pearl right there. You don't want anything to do with that pitch, first pitch. If he gets it over the plate, tip your hat.
Oh, 1. Just missing with a fastball.
There you see it last night. 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. However, they did muster up 2 sac flies, and they were critical.
Plus the ground ball that scored Darren Ford. Rowan fouls one back. So they managed to score 3 runs without a hit with a runner in scoring position, without a home run. That's not easy.
It is not easy.
But they could make it a lot easier just by, say, getting a hit right here.
Yeah, but you know, that's who they are.
Yeah.
So that's who they've been the last couple, 2-3 years.
Rowan takes that one in the dirt. Thing is, the Giants have some expectations now. Yeah, you could say that Cody Ross is still trying to find his way early in his season. You get some other things that have gone on. Andres Torres on the disabled list. But the Giants have some aspirations that this is going to be a significantly improved offense this year.
Well, I think we all believe that it's going to be.
2-2. Rowan strikes out swinging.
That's a good curveball. You saw 2 great curveballs in that at bat.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cache Creek's Shower of Cash. Win $500 cash every hour from 2 p.m. till midnight. Visit cachecreek.com for details. Now with 2 outs, it's up to Freddie Sanchez to get that hit the Giants are searching for. 1-0 Pirates. The former Pirate takes ball 1.
Well, I don't think Aubrey Huff's going to hit 217 much longer. You know, and I think, you know, Pat Brewell's hot now. He's put 100 points on his BA, and now it's up around 260. Cody Ross, as you talked about it, he's hitting $158 right now. That's not going to continue. Tejada's hitting $195, so those averages will start to climb.
Fastball got it right by Sanchez.
Lester Posey's hitting 269 or whatever it is. I mean, those numbers are going to go up.
Yeah. But they really, you know, it's funny. The Giants, here we are almost a month into the year. I think you would say Aaron Rowan got a nice hot stretch, and Pablo has been consistent really from start till now. There's hardly been anybody else who you would say has even had a hot streak. Freddie had a nice little stretch. But here he'll ground out to short, assuming Wood makes the play. He does. More frustration for the Giants with a runner in scoring position. 1-0 Pirates.
Ballpark, Sunday, May 8th. The Giants take on the Rockies at 105, and the first 20,000 fans will receive a Giants World Champions tote bag presented by C's Candies. You want tickets? Go to sfgiants.com.
Beautiful scene of downtown Pittsburgh, just across the Allegheny River from this PNC Park. And a nice breaking ball from Madison Bumgarner to start off the last of the fifth. To the leadoff man, Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 2 for McCutchen. Hits this one to right field. And playable for Cody Ross. One away. Trying to calm down Andrew McCutchen in this series. He's off to kind of a slow start this year, but we've seen in the past how much damage he can do.
Well, indeed. I mean, he's been very quiet, so shh, don't wake him up.
I'll whisper it next time.
Good, good. Now you're cooking with gas, partner.
One out for Jose Tabata. Ball one.
Did not miss by much.
Bumgarner had to work pretty hard to get through that fourth inning with no damage done, but he did it. And he has pitched well tonight. There's a strike. Got the call that time. Twilight time in western Pennsylvania. Tabata has taken a lot of pitches in this game. Takes another strike.
Well, he had a rough at bat his last AB.
Not real happy at that point with DJ Rayburn, home plate umpire. Wow.
Good pitch right there. And that's the look of confusion. Thinking, man, that should have been a strike.
So the count is 2-2 after that close take. And he gets away with another take. That was close again.
Well, DJ Rayburn has that reputation that you get to 2 strikes and all of a sudden that strike zone gets small. You lose your corners.
3-2. Tabata hits one softly to third. Charging Sandoval. Picks it clean. Throws to first to get it.
Well, that thing almost tried to pop out of his web. That little snow cone action as that thing rattled around in his web, in his pocket. The play that we saw Pablo Sandoval practice in spring training day in and day out. Just getting his balance, being able to trigger a throw over to first base with accuracy, and he's really improved himself. Because that was a problem last September.
Yep. And it's one of the reasons, you know, his offense really slumped, but one of the reasons he lost so much playing time was because of his defense. Diaz showed a bunt, but took a strike. I think it's worth pointing out again how much improvement Pablo Sandoval has made over there at third base.
Yeah, he's been a great story.
Diaz, a little foul tip.
He caught a piece of posing. I'm not sure where it got him. Maybe it got him on the arm.
Yeah. Rayburn will give him a second to recover. He already took a ball right off the face mask in this game, a foul ball.
Could have hit him with a bad spot in the glove, too. Couldn't tell from that angle.
There's a definite wince there. 0-2. A little bit high.
Giants locked up in another pitching duel. We've seen a lot of them lately.
Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And he should get it. Huff, nice pick. Bumgarner covers. Pretty close play, but they get the out of Diaz. Might have turned an ankle there. 1-0. Pirates lead. Well, it's 1-0 Pirates, 6th inning now. The Giants offense has been shut down by James McDonald. Only 2 hits, both singles. Heart of the order here for the 3rd time through, and that curveball's been a big pitch for McDonald.
Yeah, indeed it has. And you picked that thing up in the 4th inning. The first 3, he didn't throw for a strike but 1 time.
Aubrey Huff with the shift on.
Aubrey Huff going back to the look he had last year, shaving his head. Wouldn't get any hits with long hair, so he cut it off. First at bat, got himself a nog.
Second at bat, got victimized by a great play from Pedro Alvarez. Ahead of the count, and now ahead even more. Good hitters count here, 3-1.
Oh, and he will hunt too. I mean, he hits as good when he's ahead in the count as anybody on that Giants team.
Here it comes. Huff pops another one up. That one will make it back into the seats. So Aubrey Huff just still a little bit off, hitting .224 on the year. Posey on deck, then Pablo Sandoval. So a great chance here, 1-0 Pirates. But these big hitters getting a 3rd look at James McDonald. Posey will be next. The 3-2. It's another pop foul.
See a lot of pop-ups tonight for the Giants hitters. That usually means there's a little second stage life in the fastball. Guys are not quite catching the ball flush. He's hitting underneath it.
Bounces that one into that shift, and a pretty tough hop, but Walker handles it.
Well, it is the Coors Light 6th inning. Now it's time for the Coors Light freeze cam, and Aubrey Huff in his second at bat hits a pop-up, and Pedro Alvarez goes over to the side, says, I got this one, and puts a great snag on it. We're going to watch that one more time. How good was it? He lays out parallel, high backhander, and that's your Coors Light freeze cam. Brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
So Pedro Alvarez took away an opportunity, not a hit, but a chance from Aubrey Huff earlier in the game. Huff is now 1 for 3. Posey's 0 for 2. And he's struggling a little bit right now.
He is. He's lost about 30 points on his batting average the last week.
Giants have gone into a collective funk on offense.
Sometimes you need one loud line drive to sort of send off a wake-up call in that dugout.
Buster Posey, good 2-strike hitter, has to hit with 2 strikes here, and he strikes out on that curveball.
Well, he's got 3 curveballs, or 3 strikeouts, and all 3 times the payout pitch was the hook. 12-6, and I mean, that's a very, very sharp break. It's right off the table, and even a good hitter like Posey overmatched when he's dropping that thing on you when he's ahead in the count.
Well, this pitcher, James McDonald, whose ERA in his first 4 starts of the year was over 10 coming into this start tonight. Does not look like that against the Giants. Sandoval, bouncing ball, backhanded play. Can he throw him out? No. Sandoval enough speed to get the infield hit.
Tom High, the first base umpire, signaling safe. So the Giants with 2 out, get a little thunder going here. They get their hottest hitter up there with a man on base. But Neil Walker has really played a clean second base. That's a high backhand. That's a tough play. Watch how this ball comes up. High backhander, and then on his knees. Still manages to get a throw and make it very close. He almost pulled it off. Last year, Pablo's out. That's the big leagues. Nice play.
So Sandoval reaches and gives Pat Burrell a chance where an extra base hit could tie the game. Ball 1 to Burrell. We mentioned Tom Hallion, the first base umpire. I will forever associate Tom Hallion with Game 6 in Philadelphia. called strike 3. Ryan Howard against Brian Wilson. Giants win the pennant. Ball 2.
Pitch did not miss by much. Good changeup. Yeah, that's a good memory. And there was the man that threw that pitch.
Brian Wilson got the save in last night's extra inning. Giants win. 3-0 to Burrow. So perhaps a 2-out rally building for the Giants. Cody Ross waits on deck. Burrow was swinging away 3-0.
Well, he's been the guy who's had the best at bats. Not only tonight, but last night as well. He's been dialed. And he's a disciplined hitter to where he can handle a 3-0 swing through. They look one pitch, one side of the plate.
He hits that one toward left field. Tabata comes over, and with plenty of room, the Giants are retired. An infield hit, a man left, still 1-0.
Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com to find a local agent. We are insurance. We are farmers. By Xfinity, TV, phone, and internet. Reinvented. And by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, get the new Bourbon Barbecue Steak Grilled Sandwich at participating restaurants.
The Roberto Clemente statue. Beautiful statue just beyond center field at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. 1-0 Pirates. Madison Bumgarner pitching well, but the Giants offense has been shut down by James McDonald tonight. Leo Walker, Stephen Pierce, and the catcher Chris Snyder for the Pirates against Bumgarner here in the last of the 6th.
Now this is the part of the lineup that has given Madison Bumgarner some problems, both Walker and Pierce, with 2 hits apiece.
Yeah, both of Walker's hits have been infield hits, and one of them was a questionable hit. But he has set the table for the Pirates tonight behind 0-2. The guy on deck, Pierce, has been the hitter who's had the best swings against Bumgarner. I think Madison would do well to get through Walker right here. Pretty good cut.
Well, Walker, a former first-round pick, and he took his time getting to the big leagues, but I think he's a good big leaguer. He's had a nice series so far through 2 games. Starting to see some activity. Crotta, the right-hander. Mike Crotta.
From 0-2 to 2-2. James McDonald up around 90 pitches, 6 shutout innings. I don't know if that pitch count is an issue at all. Maybe Clint Hurdle thinking that there's the possibility the pitcher spot comes up here. I don't know. Ground ball to short. Tejada. One away.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new natural cut sea salt fries. As our partner John Miller would say.
Across town, go across that Clemente Bridge and cross through downtown. You know there's some buzz inside the hockey arena right now. Penguins are playing a Game 7 at home, just about a mile from here. Here's Stephen Pierce, who's 2 for 2 with 2 hard hit balls, a double and a single. His batting average above 300. He rips this one foul.
Whew. Nice play by a fan down there. You get it?
Eventually.
Well, the very fact that he slowed it down was rather manly, I think.
He's trying to act like that didn't hurt.
She's impressed.
Maybe a little scared, too. Cody Ross gets there. 2 down.
Let's take a look at the effort by the fan. That was a P-Rod. Oh, second thought.
Well, that's why it didn't hurt.
That was.
Yep, had it all the way.
No wonder she was horse laughing.
Yep. Honey, that was embarrassing.
You know what she told him? I'd have had it.
2 down. Little backdoor breaking ball to Chris Snyder.
That's why you bring your glove to the yard. Come on.
Avoid a moment like that. Snyder hits one hard and a backhand stop by Pablo. What a play by the third baseman. Dwayne Kuiper coming back to join Mike on the TV side. 1-0 Pirates.
Summary is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Giants. 1 run, 5 hits, no error for the Pirates. Madison Bumgarner locking horns with James McDonald. And McDonald is out doing it, despite the 7 strikeout performance in 6 innings for Bumgarner. The lone run scored on a Chris Snyder single in the second inning. That's our Toyota game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Joining us now in the booth, Dwayne Kuiper. Welcome back.
All right, Mike, here's Cody Ross. And Ross nearly got nailed in the left shoulder, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. That's a wake-up call. About the time you're cruising along, you haven't had a hit in a while, and okay, I'm awake.
Well, maybe that'll jumpstart him.
Foul to the backstop. Ross walked in the second. It into a double play in the fourth.
How hard is it to be patient?
When you're not hitting?
Yeah.
Oh, it's impossible. And Ross goes around, and it's things like that drives you batty. So much about thinking too much. It's unbelievable. Tejada on deck. Pulled foul on a breaking ball as that skips up into the seats.
Well, that's the first time anybody's even made contact on that curveball at 2-strike count. And that's a pitch that McDonald didn't even have until the fourth inning. At least he couldn't throw a strike for it with it.
Outside to Ross.
So he's dragged it through the garden here, throwing fastballs, curveball, that last pitch, a changeup outside. So he's gone after with everything he's had.
Ross stays alive. Tejada waiting on the on-deck circle. Giants have someone up in their bullpen, so it would be a pinch hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2.
Change up.
Chronicle Live tonight at 8 o'clock right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. On tonight will be Larry Riley, the Warriors GM, NFL insider Peter King, and CSN Bay Area's the very famous, the very likable, the very handsome Ray Ratto. The payoff to Cody Ross, swinging a line drive into right field, a base hit over the leaping Walker. You see, you tell a lie and you get a base hit.
Well, that's got to feel pretty good. I mean, he was 1-2 in the count, and he had an ugly second strike hack, and you know he was wrestling with himself here. And this is not a hanger either. This is a good 3-2 pitch. Fastball at the knees, outside corner. He goes with it, just gets it over the outstretched arm of Neil Walker, and he will take it.
All right, we're going to see some activity as Clint Hurdle comes out. So is the first baseman, Steve Pierce. All right, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Hey, we'll be back. The Giants have a base runner. James McDonald is taken out of the game.
Mike Crowder is going to be the new right-hander for the Pirates. He's a sinker baller. There you see his numbers in 10 games: 11 hits, 3 walks allowed, 9 2/3 with 7 strikeouts. Kind of a two-pitch guy, sinker, slider, and you can tell that he's brought in because Pirates are looking for a ground ball here. Crowder, a rookie, 26 years old. Big guy, 6'6", 235.
Overbay comes in to play first. So Crowder on the hill. He'll face Miguel Tejada. Bumgarner is leaning up against the railing in front of the dugout. So Miguel Tejada, who's bounced out and he's walked, is at the plate with Ross at first base. Nobody out. Rada steps off. Bruce Bochy not opposed to putting on a hit and run.
His velocity will be low 90s with that sink.
Ross does not go, and that's a strike. And that's 93, so right on target.
1.46 delivery time.
Tim Flannery running through a set of signs. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh. We're in the 7th. Soft toss to first. Ross is back.
I mean, he's got 3 options. He being Bruce Bochy. Straight steal, you could hit and run. I mean, you really could bunt him if you wanted to. Remember, the Giants are a man short. DeRosa could play the field, but he really can't swing the bat with a sore wrist. So I mean, we're looking at the Giants bullpen. There's nobody throwing, and Madison Bumgarner's on deck. So I have to believe it. If Tejada were to get on base, they might then bunt Bumgarner.
And the Pirates thinking that the hit and run was on, and a pitch out. One ball and 1 strike. Ross goes. It's a hit and run. Throw down to second, and they got him.
Well, Miguel Tejada swinging through the sinker, and Chris Snyder with a pretty quick time, and Neil Walker makes a nice play to go out and dig out the 1-hop and apply the tag.
They did get him.
Yes, they did.
From up here, I was a little suspicious that maybe they didn't, but outside to Tejada, it's 2-2. Now Nate Scherholtz is coming out for Bumgarner. 2-2 to Miguel Tejada. On the ground towards the hole into left field, a base hit. So Tejada picks up a single. And here's Scherholtz.
Dan Russer will be the new pitcher for the Giants in the 7th inning. And really for Madison Bumgarner, he threw the ball extremely well tonight. 6 base runners allowed, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. And there's his line as we watch Clint Hurdle come out, and he's going to make another pitching change.
So we will get a new pitcher. Looks like it's going to be Joe Beimel. So we're here at PNC Park, a 1-0 lead for the Pirates, and we'll be back. Eat Fresh, Ask Crooked Kite. This is Michael from Corte Madera wants to know, hey guys, where's FP Santangelo? Mike, where is FP?
Well, we're going to see him Friday. FP Santangelo is now the color analyst on the Washington Nationals television broadcast team. They're doing a great job. And we will see him over the weekend. Can't wait to see our old pal, Frank Paul Santangelo. New pitcher now for the Pirates. It's Joe Beimel, the only left-hander in their bullpen. And this is what he has done in 5 games. 4.15 ERA, just 3 hits allowed, 4 1/3, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Beimel is a guy that can get you a ground ball. Been around for a long time. Got a slider, curveball, and a changeup to go with it. But for the most part, you're going to see sinker, slider.
Beimel to Nate Scherholtz. And the pitch. Just off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes.
Did not miss by much. He's had good numbers against Beimel, 2 for 4.
Right there at the knees to even the count. Rowan on deck. 7th inning. It's been 1-0 since the 2nd. Boy, very close. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he's shaving turkeys right now. He's just missing by a fraction. Credit Nate Scherholtz for being patient. Scherholtz, a good middle away guy, and against left-handers, he gets that location consistently, which is why he hits them well.
Pulled on the ground, foul. It's 2-2. Turned out to be a really nice night for baseball here in Pittsburgh.
Really has. I mean, it's been ideal. Temperature-wise, beautiful.
Tejada just gets back. Here's Beimel and the pitch to Nate Sherholtz, and he pulls another one on the ground, foul. Ten hits in the game, 5 for each team. Giants have been able to put 2 hits together in an inning. Until this one, but Ross thrown out on a botched hit and run. Sherholtz, shallow center field. 2 outs.
Can't change the pencils.
Here's Aaron Rowan. Comes Clint Hurdle.
Well, that's a situational lefty, Joe Beimel. That's what he does. Come in, get one lefty out.
So we're going to get a new pitcher, and he'll be facing Aaron Rowan. When we come back, it will remain 1-0.
Taking on the Rockies. It's a 6:05 p.m. start. First 20,000 fans are going to get a Giants World Championship celebration shot on a canvas print presented by Kettle Brands. You want tickets? All you have to do, as always, go to sfgiants.com.
Chris Resop is the new pitcher.
We saw Resop last night. This will be the 11th game that he's been in. Good fastball, will go mid-90s, pretty straight, and a big curveball when he gets ahead. Last night, he took on Mike Fontano in a 10-pitch at bat and struck him out. Today in the paper, he said, well, I wasn't going to throw anything else, but my fastball was my best pitch, and I was not going to get beat with anything but my best pitch. So, if I'm the Giants, they're looking for one thing.
That's right. Look for the heater, baby.
Looking for a fastball. You got to be careful what you say in the paper, because your opponents will read the paper.
Unless you're setting them up, which I don't think he was doing. Rowan is 0 for 2 with a walk. Inside corner strike, and it's 0-1.
So what's he start the AB out with? Big hook.
Big hook.
Setting him up. Still sit fastball though. Snyder wanted a fastball. thinking he wasn't 100% sure that Rysop wanted to throw it. They want another fastball.
Rowan pops it foul. And Rysop comes in and he gets Rowan 0-2. Tejada at first with 2 outs. Yep, they called a balk. Tejada yelled it right away. He said, "That's a balk."
Well, that's a gift. A 90-foot gift puts him right in score position, and Clint Hurdle's taking a walk. He tried to step off, but he had movement before the step off. So that's a big mistake. Clint Hurdle not happy. He knows how big that 90 feet is in a one-run ball game.
High with a fastball.
Now you have to take advantage of that mistake.
Rowan got a piece to stay alive. You'll see another pitch. Tejada, the tying run at second base. Freddie Sanchez is on deck. Fordham at the belt. Side retired. Got a 1-0 ball game. Sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on back in the Bay Area.
Dan runs with a new pitcher. 10 strikeouts in 10 2/3. Always the mid-90s stuff, 95, 96s. The good hard slider. Starting to whittle that ERA down. really got blown up because of one outing. The rest of the time, he's been money.
Alvarez past the diving Sandoval, and Alvarez with a base hit to lead off the seventh. Alvarez kind of hit that off his fist, and Sandoval nearly came up with it.
Kind of a do or die.
Brandon Wood.
And he's mad. He felt he should have caught it. But he feels he should catch everything.
Pretty much.
That includes 5 fly balls to right.
Wood's going to bunt, and he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Remember, Runzer's had a hard time throwing, so if there's a ball bunted back at him, you need to take a deep breath.
Well, it has been an issue. Think back in his last outing, he had a play where he tried to throw to first base and airmailed Aubrey Huff. A lot of guys try and deal with that bit of a problem in several ways. You saw his last throw to first base was simply throw it as hard as you can.
Bunted foul through the wickets of Buster Posey, and it's 0-2. Lyle Overbay is on deck. Remember, he came in on the double switch.
Guillermo Mota finishing off his warm-up throws. Throw to first.
Up high, 1-2. Then 1-2.
Guess not. I don't think I would call that very much if I was Bruce Bochy, given that his confidence to first base on a throw is a little tentative.
And tight, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Not a problem throwing to home plate, though. It's a funny thing. I went through it. Had an old pitching coach tell me the best way to get out of it, throw sliders to first base, and that's what got me through it.
Foul as Wood digs that one out that was in on his hands.
It's important, though, if you're going to throw sliders to first base, let that first baseman know. I threw one to Bill Buckner, who was our first baseman in Chicago. I apologized for it after the inning. He said, "Oh, don't worry, you tipped the pitch anyway." That was my teammate.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Giants trail 1-0, trying to keep it at that. Get out to right field. Cody Ross coming in. He's not going to get it. Perfectly placed for Lyle Overbay.
Now you make a good pitch in a guy, fights off a flare, and it winds up being a perfect Texas leaguer. So now it sets up the bunt situation for Overbay. There was nothing anybody could do about that one.
This is the 3rd inning. The Pirates have gotten their first 2 runners aboard. They scored in the 2nd, did not score in the 4th. Overbay bunts it right back to Runzler. Runzler will throw it to Sandoval, and he made the play.
Wow. And that was not easy. Runzler gave him his best 96-mile-an-hour boat. Remember the throwing problem he's had. Took his time and just launched a seed. And for Pablo Sandoval, who really didn't have both feet square of the bag, I mean, I guarantee when Pablo catches this ball, it did not feel good.
Yeah, that's an old catcher right there.
What a nice play.
Bruce Bochy said, all right.
You're good.
So he's going to bring in Guillermo Mota. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. We will be back. Park. Guillermo Mota is going to try to cool things down here in the 7th inning.
Well, he's done a good job of cooling things down this year at 10 games. 1-0, a 3.00 ERA, 15 strikeouts in 15 innings against a couple of walks. And he is going to face the top of the lineup.
McCutchen is 0 for 3. Mota has faced McCutchen just one time. McCutchen got a single against him. Wood is at second. Overbay is at first. Ball high, 1 ball and no strikes.
Mota, a 3-pitch guy, fastball, slurve, changeup. Likes to establish that outside strike, pound those knees. McCutchen, not an easy guy to double up.
Good pitch. It's the outside corner. A long look to second. And another strike. McCutchen didn't like it. It's 1-2. And now he says something to DJ Raber.
Just stand on that outside corner. That's a pitcher strike.
I don't know. 1-2. Two and 2 on the high fastball.
He was trying to go right back in that same location. Got under it just a little bit. A little push in the delivery.
Got him. Rayburn really forced McCutchen to swing at that.
Well, that's what wide strikes will do, and he had to go out there and cover with 2. And tip your cap to Mota for taking advantage of it. Nice tight little slider. That's a rough at bat. Make you talk to your bat head.
Here's Tabata. 0 for 3. 0-1.
Just pounding the knees, outside corner. 93, 95 miles per hour, so consistent with velocity.
Outside to even the count. Giants have 6 more outs in this game. A ball and a strike. Wood at second, Overbay at first. 1-2.
Good hard slider. It's 2 swing throughs with that slider.
Cody Ross fairly shallow in right field. Mosley setting up away again. And a shot! And it's into right field to Ross. Ross will get it back into the infield. Coming in to score is Wood, and it's 2-0. Mota stayed out there, and finally Tabata waited on it and drove it past Aubrey Huff.
That's a nice at bat.
It is a nice at bat. You're right.
This is not a hanger. They stand that outside corner, but he was diving out there. You can see the movement comes back in, got up just a little bit about mid-thigh. And Tabata with 2 strikes. That's just great hands right there.
I got to tell you, I had Mota striking him out, no problem.
Well, he let that ball get way deep into him and just flicked it out to right. Impressive at bat. Man, that's a big run.
Garrett Jones is pinch hitting. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Add-on runs for the Pirates. Add-on run, singular. 2-0. Tabata had taken off. Mota had checked third first. So that gave time for Tabata to get back. High, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Tabata can steal a base. He's got 9. I think this is an opportunity that Clint Hurdle would like to see him go. Looks like he's got some lean there. Tabata's been thrown out just 1 time.
Off of Posey, it's 1-2. Three singles in the inning for the Pirates. Jones steps out. Now with 2 strikes on Jones, we'll see if Tabata takes off. Mota, the high set. He does not go. And Jones strikes out to end the inning. A run on 3 hits, 2 left. 8th inning coming up. Pirates 2, Giants nothing. Park on Friday, May 6th, with a special event ticket offer. Package includes a pregame fiesta in Seals Plaza and a Gigantes themed poncho, only available with a special offer. Here's the number to call: 415-972-2298, or visit sfgiants.com/special events.
See, you'd look good in that poncho. I think you could pull that off.
Yep. I'll have one of those.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to get one too, just to cover up my boiler.
I'll have one of those. Jones now in right field. Sanchez to lead things off. Chris Resop. Sanchez foul down the right field line and out of play.
Giants looking for one loud line drive knock to get it all going.
Outside to even the count.
It's starting to rain.
Foul to make it 1-2. Resop threw 16 pitches last night. No hits, had a strikeout. Doesn't rain in Pittsburgh. Talking about.
Yeah, I lost my mind.
1-2 to Freddie Sanchez. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot to right field. Jones is going to track it down, as they had Sanchez played perfectly.
They did. They took away the line. Had Garrett Jones been playing normal positioning in right field, that'd have been extra bags.
Huff is 1 for 3. Outside and low, 1 ball and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes.
Well, when he's hot, this is when he really gets greedy. He's been looking for that consistency in his swing to get hot. The 2-0 counts are right up his alley.
High down the right field line, into that corner and foul. Clearly did not hit the ball that well, but he nearly hit it in a good spot. Two and one to Aubrey Huff. Buster Posey on deck. 3-1.
Nice little rain protector. Should do that to your glove, though.
Huff goes the other way. It's 3-2. Wouldn't hurt to get your glove a little damp. It's not good to let it sit out in the rain overnight.
No.
A little damp is okay. Here's the payoff to Huff. Smoked into right center field. McCutcheon's going to track it down. Couple of line drives here in the 8th inning. And Buster Posey's going to hit. Posey is 0 for 3.
Start to wear on him.
Strike to Buster Posey.
We always talk about that when a team goes cold with the bats. It gets quiet in the clubhouse. The swagger of a team is the bats. Defensive pitching, I mean, it's fun. But it gets loud when everybody's swinging the bats. On the bus, in the plane, the clubhouse. When they're not hit like they have with this last week, it gets quiet.
Very quiet. 0-2 to Posey. Now with 2 outs, looking for a bloop and a blast. Starts to come down a little harder. Posey stays alive. Gotta believe the grounds crew is just about ready to start thinking about it.
And they'll come in and get in place after this inning is over.
Slowly hit. Resop will throw him out, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 8th inning. 2-0 Pirates. Doing more on defense. This was the play that Pablo Sandoval made on the ball hit by Chris Snyder. Down to his knee, he gets up and he throws him out. And that, my friends, is a terrific play. Home Depot, more saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
I mean, he's good for at least one of those a night. Sometimes as many as 3 or 4, but you can count on one.
So Mota facing Walker. Two nothing Pirates. Walker fouls this one straight back.
The rain has eased up a bit here. And we're looking at the Doppler, and there is a streak of green that goes all the way into Ohio. So it's coming, and it's supposed to go all the way till tomorrow morning and then stop. But it'll definitely test you, find out what kind of mutter you are. Were you a good mutter?
I hated it. There's a line drive foul. And it's 0-2.
It was really hard to pitch.
Well, it's hard to play defense in the mud.
Yeah, you can't get a grip. The problem you had as a pitcher is when you took your stride step to your target, you would slip. It wasn't so much your back foot when you drove, but it's when you planted. If you had slippage there, that's when guys could get hurt.
Well, rain is good, and mutter games are good for slow guys because they stay slow. They're not going to get any faster. Fast guys become slower. Cuts down on your range, pick up a wet ball. The only time it's fun is when you're a kid. You're playing in your backyard. Then it's a blast.
Good pitch.
2.
Well, if you're playing ball in the snow in your backyard, it's a blast. Anything in the backyard's a blast.
Walker battling Mota.
They got to figure it out.
That's what you want to bring along and hope it happens if you're on the first date.
Yeah. Yep. You pray for rain.
Got him. Well, tonight, check out Sportsnet Central. It's after Giants postgame live. David Andrews and Dave Benz are going to do the honors. They will host it. It'll be highlights of this game. Keith Smart. Too bad. He's gone. Sharks ready for the Red Wings. I like Keith Smart.
I did too. I was a little surprised by that.
Did not get a call from the Warriors, for my opinion, however.
I had a couple of messages I didn't check.
Here's John Bowker. Bowker swings and misses. Bowker's numbers as a pinch hitter. And now he falls behind 0-2. Down low. There's a Michelle Bowker that works at Comcast. I wonder who she's pulling for here.
Yeah, she's got to be pulling for her brother.
You think like standing up and cheering or just quietly?
I think there's half of Sacramento that's pulling for John Bowker right here.
Skied to center field. And Rowan will put it away. Okay, Michelle, sit down. You know, all those hits we did after each postseason game?
Yep.
Michelle was the one ordering us around.
Really?
Yep.
Chick with an attitude?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Here's Michelle's brother.
He was a good Giant.
On the ground, Sandoval to his left. He picks it, he throws it, and we will go to the ninth. The Giants need 2 to extend this game. It's 2-0 Pittsburgh.
Next game you're going to be able to watch on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. You're going to see it at 9:30 a.m. a pregame live at 9 a.m. It's going to feature Ryan Vogelsong making his first start as a Giant. He'll face the right-hander Jeff Karstens, and it'll be game 3 of this 3-game set. So check us out tomorrow, 9 a.m. pregame live, 9:30 first pitch right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
Here's Hanrahan, the new pitcher.
Joel Hanrahan does not lack for stuff. Got a good arm, big arm. You're going to see 95 to 100-mile-an-hour fastballs coming at you with live movement and a hard slider. He will give you some locations to hit, though.
He did get the L strapped on him last night.
But he has got strikeout stuff.
It'll be Sandoval, then Burrow, then Ross. Giants need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead here in the ninth. Sandoval trying to bunt his way on. Not a bad idea. And he bunted through it, and it's 0-1. I mean, if he gets it down to third, he's got a hit, as long as he doesn't bunt a ground ball to Alvarez.
They're playing back. It's still not a bad play. As you pointed out, they're looking for runners.
He's a pretty good bunter, too.
In this ballpark, you really have to earn it to left field. It's 383 to pretty much straightaway left field. That's the deep side of the yard. And what that means, when Hanrahan comes in to face left-handed hitters, because of the short porch to the right, he'll work that outside corner. And that's the side of the plate you look at.
He will pound it. There's no doubt about it.
Take what he gives you.
Good take by Sandoval.
And Hanrahan can get a wild hair up his nose. He's always had the stuff. He has not always had the location.
And the walk. That, my friends, is the new Panda.
And what a change for the good.
Here's Pat Burrell. Burrell tonight has been on base twice, a single and a walk, and a fly ball to left.
knows Hanrahan. You saw the numbers, 3 for 12.
Check swing foul. Boy, you hardly ever see Pat Burrell do that.
I think he's thinking the same thing.
Oh, and 1 to Burrell. Way outside. The Giants will take a base runner. You don't have to think home run here. Cody Ross has got some ownage on Hanrahan, so he's on deck. Two balls and 1 strike. Schneider is going to take a walk.
He may chew on him a bit here. And that last pitch, 98-mile-an-hour fastball, but not close to the strike zone. And for Burrell, who's got a good sense of the strike zone, a pretty easy take. In fact, the last 2 pitches were.
Two balls and a strike. Three and 1.
Easy take.
Well, Burrell's going to lay in the bushes for this one.
Yes, he is. And Ray Sears, the pitching coach for the Pirates, going to come out and talk to Hanrahan. And basically say, hey, quit jimmy jacking around. Your stuff's too good. You're throwing 98. Plus, look at Cody Ross's lifetime numbers against Hanrahan. 3 for 6, 2 home runs, and a double. And sometimes that's the kind of guy you're looking for to get you out of your funk. A guy you've had good ownage on. But back to the 3-1 Pat Burrell pitch. And I agree with you, partner. He is going to hunt.
3 and 1. 3 and 2. Sandoval at first, nobody out. We're in the 9th. Giants trail by 2. And he got underneath it. It's Wood. 1 out. Nice comeback for Hanrahan. Here's Cody Ross. Ross walked in the 2nd, double play ball in the 4th, singled in the 7th. Line drive over the leaping Walker, and a base hit for Cody Ross. His 2nd hit nearly in the same spot.
And Neil Walker's going to think like Cody Ross is picking on him. And this was not a hanger either. He went down and beat a pretty good pitch. This is right down there at the knees with high velocity, and it has a tendency to get a little heavy down there with that type of speed. Lets that ball get into him deep, goes the opposite way, and maybe that's what he's thinking, Kipe. Think the opposite way. He'll take that one. And the Giants put the go-ahead one on the batter's box.
Here's Tejada. He singled in the 7th. Does not have a hit lifetime against Hanrahan. On a play down the right field line. It's no balls and 1 strike. It's 96. So if you're Tejada, you know you got to turn it up a little bit. Fontenot is in the on-deck circle. foul, and it's 0-2. Giants are a couple of hits away from tying this game.
Hanrahan digging some gunk out of his spikes to avoid that slippage we're talking about.
The announced crowd tonight, 9,048.
High-tech tool, tongue depressor, worthless.
Oh, 2 to Tejada. Not close. 1-2. Cody Ross at first. He's the tying run. Be interesting if Tejada gets it in the gap. Could the Giants tie this thing up? 2-2.
Slider has not been his friend. I mean, those are pretty easy takes. If he drops that thing below the strike zone and bounces on home plate, he might get somebody to go at it. Because when you're throwing 99 miles an hour, guys they got to get things started a little bit earlier, and they will fish down below the strike zone. But when they're that wide of the zone, they can spit on those things.
Tejada stays alive. Eighteenth pitch coming up for Hanrahan here in the ninth. A walk, a pop-up, and a single. Double play ball. Wood steps on the bag and that's the ball game. So Tejada bounces it to the shortstop, and game 2 in this 3-game series goes to the Pirates. And a nice wasted performance by Madison Bumgarner. Is the Giants offense, well, they have no offense right now. So it's a Pirates victory, and they do it on this Wednesday night by a final of 2-0. Giants postgame live is coming up, but first, let's go to the Sportsnet studio, Central Studios, for this update.